I'll wait for a couple of you guys get in here. I'll get started. All right, you guys, I'll just get started. So we are currently right now with Venus at 29 degrees of Cancer. Right, we're getting ready to step in with Venus in Leo. It's going to happen tomorrow, the 11th, at 12:19 p.m. All right. Whew. Big deal. All right, big deal. Let's look at real quick before we even get into the spread this last degree of where Venus is in Cancer. All right, so Venus, number one, is the planet of love, of creativity, of finances. I feel like right now at this critical degree, it's tense. All right, it's real tense with Venus's energy. All right, so from the 29th degree to the 30th degree, we're looking at two different energies here. One of them says a Muse weighing twins. It's interesting because she's holding the scales. All right, it's the scales of balance. All right, so weighing alternatives. We must learn to find balance between rational and non-rational wisdom if we are to optimize our opportunities. Balancing our personal experience against accepted knowledge. Each moment remains uncommitted until a decision cuts away options, and when definitely analyzed, we come to see polarity of this or that in everything. We live a life of choice between pairs of opposites, and whether and when we choose with mind, heart, body, or soul is what determines who we become. So right now at this critical point, it's like right before we move into Leo energy, here's another ending to a chapter. If we've been seeing that all week, this is the reason, right? As we were seeing that before with Mercury at the 29th degree, now we have Venus almost a week and a half later. All right, so this one more so speaks about your value. And it has a lot to do with Venus's energy because Venus rules the second house. What you value is your possessions. It's, you know, your finances, anything materialistic, that type of thing. But this here specifically with the Sabian symbol says knowledge and experience are the twin poles of existence. All right, this specific polarity is going to be Venus in Cancer, where the Sun was in Cancer or has been in Cancer for a while now. Mercury was in Cancer, all in the opposition to Capricorn's energy, where we went back last month. Full moon in Capricorn here coming up on the 21st of this month. Again, another full moon in Capricorn. So something about these polarities. All right, let's think about the energy. Venus being in the house of home in Cancer, right? Speaks more so about what you value is your home environment, your family, your origin, your environment, whatever that may be for you, okay? And then it's opposing the energy of the 10th house, right? Capricorn's energy, very stubborn, strict, just kind of give me, it's a very restrictive type of energy when it comes to like rule following, this type of thing, right? So these two different polarities, you think about it, there's the masculine, there's the feminine, father figure, mother figure, but both being like mature, needing to be mature, right? Like the energy of the moon speaks about having to step into the energy of your nurturing side, right? Whereas the other polarity is saying you need to boss up and do something, all right? Pertaining to something that's going to last long term. This can be in relationships, in work, in the home environment, with friends, with whatever, all right? It doesn't matter. The thing that I'm seeing here is you weighing alternatives and trying to remain balanced is the most significant. Hi, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming in. All right, so Cancer, 29 degrees, that's what we're talking about. Let's move to the following Sabian symbol. It goes up to 30 degrees, right? Every sign has up to 30 degrees. This one, a daughter of the American Revolution. Let's see. All right, this one speaks about tradition. I spoke about this one with my Mercury at 29 degree in Cancer reading. All right, so you guys can run back to that as well, but I'll read it over again. All right, so tradition. This one speaks about conservative elements in society have the function of holding on to what is excellent and special from the past. So respecting tradition. What is something traditional to you? Here we are with Venus in Cancer, right? The Venus in Cancer in tarot, I refer everything back to tarot, right? It's the Two of Cups. It's basically a union coming together. It's a masculine, it's a feminine energy that comes together and it unites within one energy, right? So let's look at the energy here. It says one of the polarities arising in our life of choices is whether to be more revolutionary or more conservative. All right, revolutionary is wanting change, right? And conservative is being more so like very nurturing, caring, very traditional type of energy. The one leads to seek change, the other tends to glorify the past. To be rebellious is more youthful, discontent, and restless. And when this energy has been fully expressed, the tendency with age is to choose to consolidate and maintain the status quo. All right, now this one goes down to inheritances. And this is where I've been feeling like we're all being gifted with a new opportunity. Venus stepping into Leo is going to give those that want love this energy of like, I want to be in the spotlight. This is what I want. This is what I'm going after. It's stepping into a fire sign. It wants passion, right? So it says good leaders gently guide their community through evolutionary steps of change. Getting ready for this change is going to be a big deal. All right. So let's speak a little bit about more of this inheritance energy because I like the picture on it. It's like an older, very traditional type of mature woman. It says individuality arises with a setting, and we easily see that we inherit much of who we are and what we are from parental and cultural sources. This fact is evidence of the essential conservative nature of life. It is more evolutionary than revolutionary. The symbol here is not the revolution itself, but the long-term inherited results of it, which I can't even say this word, which occur in small steps from generation to generation. All right, so inheriting, let's say like a traditional home, right? You want the mother figure, the father figure there with all of the children and everybody lives happily ever after, right? That's like inheriting that type of family dynamic from your ancestors, right? From generation to generation, this is what you've seen. Or if you haven't seen that, then this is the polarity that you have to deal with, right? Some changes that you want in your life. You want something traditional right now. All right, so 29 degrees of Venus is where we are. All right, I'm going to make this a love reading, just a general love reading. What I see in the energy is what comes out. I just felt that that was necessary to say. All right, I did speak earlier in my other reading about the trine that happens tonight with the energy of the sun over to Saturn and Pisces. All right, so Pisces is of love as well, right? It's of imagination. It is of creativity. It's very nurturing, caring, compassionate, right? So let's just see what comes out in the spread. I just felt that that was necessary to go over with you guys as we're going through this heavy change here. All right, and we're feeling really tense as well. Tomorrow should be easier. All right, we got lots of sextiles in the energy, and I also went over that in my last reading. You can check that out. Let's see. I feel like the shift overall is people making the decision either to stay or to go. All right, that's what it is. One chapter is ending here with Venus being in Cancer and moving into Leo. This is a new chapter that starts with the energy changing. Right? I mean, Venus is now going to meet with Mercury. It's there with Vesta. Vesta gives a sense of spark to being sacrificed and devoting, you know, yourself to something. So let's see what this energy is like. All right, so whoever you're involved with romantically, okay, there could be where someone has not been expressing the way that they truly feel. Although they feel very, very passionate about you, they may not be showing that at this time. Interesting that I'm speaking about the energy of the Two of Cups, which is Venus in Cancer, and here it is. All right, it comes right out as the energy of the gold. So having love, coming into balance, all right, coming into union with the one that you want to be with, right? This can be self-love. You don't necessarily have to be involved with someone, all right? You could be, you know, spiritually involved in a union. Let's see. There could have been where someone needed time, all right, to heal a specific energy pertaining to, I want to say, their confidence when it comes to this relationship. This person could have taken a break. You guys could not be speaking at this time. And I feel the only reason the separation was needed was to bring a sense of value back into their life so that they can move forward committed. Okay, I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles with the Hierophant here. It kind of gives a sense of if you are moving on from a specific relationship, you are looking for this type of energy in the near future as well. All right, Fool card comes out here over top of that Hierophant. I feel like there's a lesson to be learned overall with your value, and for you to remain courageous moving forward. If you were not speaking to a person for a specific reason, if they did not value you in the way that you were meant to be valued, I don't see you staying there at all. You're going after what you feel is your wish fulfillment in love. Okay. It may be very difficult for you. You may feel that you are trapped, or maybe even feeling guilty that you feel this way. All right, if you don't feel happy, then you may be afraid to say that, you know, if you're not happy, you may be afraid to say that you are not happy. All right, but in order for you to change the outcome, interesting that these came out next to each other, the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. In polarities, these are opposites, where it's almost like you want an equal give and take. Some reason you're stuck up in your head about expressing the way that you actually feel, but on the other end, once you do that, you step right into a wish fulfillment in love. Okay, so here we have Jupiter in Gemini, which is a true transit, and then we have Mercury in Sagittarius. All right, so in polarity with these two energies, with both, you know, ruling signs being at its detriment, it's almost like the energy is not gaining momentum here. It's not. Someone is afraid of saying something, keeping it more so to themselves instead of expressing out the way that they feel. So once that happens, a new opportunity is presented. Okay. It's almost like if you're working head over heart, that type of thing is what I see with this. It's like someone's overthinking something is what I feel. Overthinking it when it can be very simple. The minute that you express, I'm not happy in this, and I choose to move on, and I want to go after my wish fulfillment, and I want to express, you know, the possibility of working alone, getting myself back up to par when it comes back into balance. All right, something like that. Or choosing to work it out separately. I work on my difficulties, you work on your difficulties, and then we can see if this comes back together. But I don't see it that way. I mean, the challenge here is just trying to gain back the passion, which is the Ace of Wands. There's heavy emotion, all right, with the Moon being here. The goal is to come back into union, the Two of Cups. Even if there's been a healing period, being courageous and kind to like stick to your side, I'll stick to my side. The challenge here is to be more so loving, caring, and nurturing. Learning what it is to be in a full-blown, long-term, marriage committed relationship. If that isn't the case, this is where you're moving forward. I don't know. It just kind of gives me like the passion is lacking overall. I see a lot of people having difficulties choosing independence and freedom. And I feel like it's because it has a lot to do with the lack of finances and or the lack of courage. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I feel like Spirit's asking you to just face your fears and whatever that may be with the 2 of Swords. That's the energy of the moon in Libra. That's going to be coming up this weekend. And the first quarter moon is where the energy will gain momentum and you will be tested with something. So if it pertains to you making a decision, I feel like if you don't make the decision, the universe will make the decision for you. Very clear. If you're receiving the signs, the red flags all over and what you don't want to experience in a relationship, and you're feeling more so neglected, discontent, left out in a cold type of energy, then what's meant to happen will happen. There could have been some sort of secrets that you don't know about. Something will be exposed. 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands. It will be publicly known. See all the cups and all the illusions? That 6 of Wands is like somebody's going to be putting that out there. If you felt like this for a while, it will be well known why you feel that way. I was literally like in my head, is it competition? And it could be someone that's juggling 2 people, 2 situations. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantically, guys. I'm just saying that this is what this reading is based upon. It's love. All right. So it could be where there's someone that's juggling 2 people. Justice. Look at this. There's some sort of imbalance here. Look at the rocky waters in the background. I just spoke to you guys about the scales on the Sabian symbol. Let's go back to the 29-degree mark. A muse weighing twins. It says, weighing alternatives. We must learn to find balance between rational and non-rational wisdom if we are to optimize our opportunities. Okay? So that's where I feel a lot of people are stuck. Hangman energy. Here. It's a very, very difficult decision to make. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the need of courage, and there could be some sort of lack of when it comes to finances in order for someone to move on their own. All right, maybe you feel like you don't have anybody to turn to, so you kind of feel stuck. Five of Swords, the World card, 6 of Pentacles. What you fail to realize is the minute that you do choose to move away from the mental conflict and whatever you've been dealing with, which is the 5 of Swords and the World card, that's when you'll be reciprocated with what you need. Look at the balanced scales there. Look at the twins there. This is crazy. And I'm feeling like it's going to happen by the time Monday comes, Moon in Scorpio. Because I'm looking at the World card here. That's the next fixed full moon. Okay? As what's happening in Scorpio right now, it will be the Moon in Scorpio that will trine Pisces Monday. Or is that Tuesday? Give me 1 second. I'll give it to you now. It's crazy. That will be on Tuesday. That's what I feel it is. The 15th or the 16th, around there. We'll see the moon in Scorpio. That is going to quintile Pluto in Aquarius, trine Saturn. It's going to square Mercury in conjunct with Chiron, and it's also going to trine the energy of the sun. Okay. So, interesting. Where it will trine the sun in Cancer, it's going to trine Saturn in Pisces, and it will also trine Neptune in Pisces, all in the same day. And will sextile to Pluto in Aquarius. But we do have some opposing energies, obviously. It's very tense with where the moon will be in Scorpio over to Mars and Uranus in Taurus. So like I said with you guys, every time there's a positive, there's a negative. It always feels like this, rocky waters. Nothing's ever on the straight line here. Nothing. I feel like this is the way the universe comes in and say, you need to weigh your alternatives here. What's the best option for you to be able to move forward? How are you going to balance your scales out here? Because the minute that you choose to walk away from whatever is, you know, the conflict in your life mentally, then this is when you're being reciprocated with what you need. This is when your gift comes in. See? And it may be something small, but it's going to be something, it's going to be like a pick-me-up type of energy. It's like the universe is saying, don't be afraid to move forward if that's what you want. It's a matter of you just making the choice to be able to do that. I've got the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups out here. 2, 2, 2. Just remember that you are exactly where you need to be if you feel that that's the route that you want to go on. Regarding new beginnings, I'm seeing Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. All right. So these are new beginnings with something that you're passionate about. Definitely something that's going to bring you the opportunity to make more money. All right. Opportunity of a new home, that type of thing. I'm seeing heavy on the fixed energy out here in majors. I've got the Strength card, the Hierophant, the Fool card. Okay. What else do I see? Libra with the Justice, which is going to be that that first quarter moon that comes up this weekend. And I've also got the World card here with all fixed signs. Let's see anything else. Queen of Swords, the Star card, Three of Swords. The minute that you cut something out of your life that doesn't serve you anymore and you go after your wish fulfillment, if it's something that you've been, waiting around for, something that you've had faith in, and you allow yourself to heal, whatever this Three of Swords is, that's when you gain the energy to be able to walk away. You have to cut something off first. I feel like the Queen of Swords doesn't think twice. And if you are emotionally disappointed with something with this Eight of Cups, you will be walking away. Eight of Cups is the energy of Saturn in Pisces. Something about that. Is that right? One more on the Star. I just heard something, but I won't say it. Yeah. It's going to be tough. I heard discord when I said that. I see lots of Saturn here. Aquarius, Saturn ruled. Three of Swords, Saturn in Libra. So that's giving me relationships. Saturn in Pisces. All right. Pisces can be the emotional state. Obviously, it's a water sign. All right, the subconscious. It's like you're going to feel hurt by something. Came out with the Nine of Swords. It's going to be very stressful. It's not going to be easy. You're too attached to something is what it feels like. I don't know. I just heard be courageous and go after the Empress energy. All right. The Page of Swords is like seeking something. All right. Finding, knowing what it is to be the energy of the Empress. It's like learn how to manifest what it is that you desire. All right. It's kind of giving me the birth of something new. That's what it's given. Three of Cups can be a celebration. Okay, can definitely be where you're spending more time with family and friends. Ace of Swords. I feel like when you do that, you're gonna gain clarity. Maybe you need like a push from certain people around you that love you and care for you and know what it is that your value is. I mean, you may not be able to see it. Yeah. Knight of Swords, the High Priestess. It's like you know what you have to do. You're just afraid. You're afraid to take the action that's required. And the Knight of Swords is a very fast moving action. Okay. If you don't make that choice, you'll regret it. You'll regret moving so slow when it comes to the energy of love. I've got all aces out here now. And the Emperor's down at the bottom of the deck. Alright, so there may be somebody on the other side that's going to meet your Empress energy. Because I'm seeing it very close to coming out with this Ace of Cups. The Knight of Swords, you will regret not moving fast enough. You know what you have to do. The High Priestess knows. Intuitively knows. Who it is that wants you in their life. Who's going to appreciate you. Who's going to treat you like the Empress that you are. You haven't seen it for yourself just yet because you're so much in your head about a situation that's not working out. Let's see what's under this Emperor in the bottom of the deck. King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups, the Sun. I mean, damn. All right, the Emperor, the King of Wands can definitely be an Aries, Leo, and or a Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortune, this is like turning, you know, the wheel in your favor. Four of Cups, overcoming that discontent energy and stepping right back into your happiness. It can happen like that. Literally. It's like the minute you choose to turn away from someone that treats you like shit, you run right into the person that you were waiting for forever. Literally. You've been carrying way too much burdens, working on something for way too fucking long. Three of Pentacles is kind of giving me like, go after what you want now. Somebody is waiting to collaborate with you for a very long time. And you want to know something about this person? That's crazy. It came out that way. Three of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. They've been waiting to collaborate with you. They've been holding on to your energy. They've been strategizing how to get back to you and offer this cup of love. They've been literally waiting for their opportunity to come in. I don't feel like this person says much. Hermit card was under that. They may not be wanting to overstep their boundaries. I mean, your boundaries. If you have not opened yourself up to that energy just yet. But the minute that you turn away and choose yourself, that's when this person comes in and, you know, balances you out pretty much with what you are seeking. It does. So I'm looking back at the Sabian symbol with the scales here, the Muse weighing the twins. Balancing our personal experiences against accepted knowledge. What does that mean for you guys? I mean, for me, it's almost, again, like your knowledge would be what your intuition is telling you to do. All right, something that you know you have to do in order to better yourself, better your situation, better your love life, so that you can move forward being happy, as everyone has the ability to do so. Okay. And knowing by personal experience, obviously, you've had to go through something with someone to know that this isn't the person that you want to be with. It technically has to be just your decision. You being the mature one and stating, listen, this isn't working out. I don't want to do this anymore. I choose to walk away. And then go with what the divine brings in after. But it requires lots of courage. And Venus stepping into Leo is giving me courage. Okay. So I'll read out an energy that I have in my Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I believe that the energy of Venus in Leo speaks about a love affair. Okay. Let's see. All right. Yeah. All right. So Venus being all about love, Leo all about creative and self-expression in this deck. It says, where affections are concerned, Venus Leos are ardent, warm-hearted, and dramatic. Their natural approach is lavish, generous, and usually over the top. They live life to the full and what style they have when they feel positive. So this is like, your energy is immediately going to change. The way that you look, the way that you appear to other people, the love that you have for yourself, that type of thing. All right, so born romantic, Venus Lions prefer situations full of drama and excitement, and what could be more attractive than the flirtatious thrill of a full-blown love affair? Despite having a tendency to stray and succumb to generous flattery, people with this planet sign combination are strongly loyal to those lucky enough to earn their affections. So once again, this is you meeting your counterpart. If you are this down, I love reading books person, you're going to go to a library and find that I love reading books person. If you like to go out to clubs and chill and have fun and have drinks, that's the person that matches your energy. That's who you're going to find. If you're looking for someone that's just fully committed, lives a life 9 to 5, likes to come home to the family, this is the wife, I cook, I clean, that's who you're looking for. That's who you're going to run into. This is the universe giving you an opportunity to find who you feel makes you happy, I feel. All right. So pleasure and luxury are vital to Venus Leos if they are to remain or retain their naturally sunny outlook. Any relationship must contain vast amounts of admiration and adoration in both directions, and then all is well. Without this mutable admiration, we find one grumpy old lion snarling at everyone. With Leo being the creative sign, the arts will be important in the life of the Venus Leos, and it is likely that they have a special talent in this direction. They feel a great need to be involved with artistic or creative endeavors, even if only as an entrepreneur directing operations. So if it pertains to work, then this is what it's saying. Doing something artistic that makes you spark from within. Taken off. All right. Children will be prominent in any Leo life, and it is easy for them to let their hair down and make good friends among the very youngest. In a reading, this card shows that a new stimulus to creative endeavors will enter the life of the questioner. This card may suggest a new craze or an interest, even a new love. All right. So the events that can take place, it says a deep dramatic love affair, a showy lifestyle, excessive luxury and extravagance, and or a show business. All right. So whether this is love affair, whether this is in business, whether this is just you being creative with something, it can be fun. All right. At this current time. Let me actually pull a couple cards out of this deck. Let's see what else it comes out with for this shift that we're going to be experiencing here with this love reading. Whoa. Let's see what it gives us. I can't. Independence. All right, so you could be moving forward independently. As I said that, my laptop screen shut off. Literally. All right, so that moon in Aquarius is going to take place on July the 22nd, the day that the sun moves into Leo. Okay, so keep that in mind for this reading. All right, where if you do not choose to make a change with where the universe is telling you to make a change right now, there could be independence coming up by this moon in Aquarius. Okay. I don't mean to laugh, but I'm taking it as that. All right, so you could be moving forward independently. I don't know, being very optimistic about the future. You may want to travel. All right, you want to just focus more so on gaining knowledge about something. Could definitely be your spirituality. All right. All right, organization with Mercury in Capricorn. Interesting. You could feel more so that your near future requires organization. So this is why you may choose to be optimistic and focus more so on being independent. This time of the year, last year, in Leo season, Venus went retrograde. All right, and Venus went retrograde for a long time. Let me just go back to that energy because it's bringing me back to the memories of, I'm an Aquarius, obviously Venus in my opposing sign. There was a separation in my relationship for a while, and I'm okay sharing that with you guys. I'm not afraid to say so. All right, so let's just take a look how long it was in retrograde. From July 22nd, all right, interesting, the day that the sun moves into Leo. Venus went retrograde all the way up to, let's see when Venus went direct. September 3rd. Okay. So could you imagine, right? This would be the opportunity that you didn't get last year, where it was actually more difficult last year, feeling like there was a sense of review of, you could step out there, find someone new. Did you actually enjoy that or did you not? That's what that Venus retrograde was all about. Okay. And then if you did not, then you chose to move forward independently. I feel like this is what Spirit is saying here. Like, move forward emotionally independent first and see if you can organize your working life. Is kind of giving me that with Capricorn energy here. 10th house is always like your divine life purpose, your career, that type of thing. All right, so you need to be assertive somewhere. That's what it's saying here. All right, the sun in Aries is always very direct. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to go after. If I need to organize my life and focus more so on my career, this is where I'm going to be optimistic about it. I'm going to do this independently. I don't need to be involved in a relationship right now. That's not my focus. This can be that. Okay. I am freezing. I just got out the shower, you guys, and my hair is wet and I feel so cold. All right. So I feel like you're going to gain some sort of excitement out of this, which you are not going to actually expect. The excitement card with Mercury and Gemini in its domicile, this can be like you finding something exciting to do. If you're traveling at short distances, this can be you associating more so with your siblings. This can be you doing research projects pertaining to like the media. All right, you could be writing a book, doing research about, you know, history, that type of thing. Let's see. I don't know, it's going to be very versatile where you choose to take action. So emotionally, you want to remain independent and be optimistic about the future. I'm seeing Mercury here twice, where you want organization when it comes to your career and where the excitement is gaining for you, possibly even with short distance traveling. All right. Again, I'm kind of seeing like where the sun is blooming for you, specifically in this spread, is in the house of self and in the house of communication. So maybe you want to be more versatile, communicating with new people and expressing yourself out into the world in a different way than what you're normally used to in love or in career or in friendships or just socializing overall. Doesn't necessarily have to be in love, but I'm basing this reading on that. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so you might just be a little lustful out there. Excuse the boobs. Okay, let's be mature here. I I feel like you might just find somebody that's right up your alley. I don't know. All right. Be careful out there, though, because there may just be tricksters in the energy. Okay. Fulfillment. Concentration. So then Saturn comes out. So if you choose to go in the wrong direction, if you just choose to go out there and date and this person's not actually, you know, helping you on your journey overall, it's kind of giving me like you need to remain concentrated on what brings you in a sense of fulfillment. Notice here that both Saturn came out with the 3rd and the 9th houses. Saturn, once again, speaks about discipline, structure, authority, you focusing more so on your responsibilities. It speaks more so about you stepping up to the plate, putting in the work, and not giving up. You're going to do something. Saturn in Sag is the 10 of Wands for me. All right, obviously I don't have a Saturn in Gemini to be able to, you know, tell you what that is, but it requires lots of concentration pertaining to the mental. All right, it's an air sign. All right, as Saturn in Sag is fire. So I do see heavy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fire's out here 4 times. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Air is out here 4 times. Okay. Heavy on the cardinal houses. The 10th and the 1st specifically, the house of self and career. And heavy on the mutable. So remaining adaptable with these changes at this time is going to be significant. Getting organized, remaining optimistic, getting excited, all right, and remaining concentrated. I like it. It's giving me a sense of you know exactly what it is that you have to do. Even stepping into a new love relationship, this is like you meeting your person because of the way that you choose to present yourself out, right? I'm a very concentrated person. I like to go after this. This is what I'm assertive about. This is what brings me excitement. And whoever is attracted to that energy, that's who you're pulling in. All right. Jupiter and Leo there with publicity. And then down at the bottom of the deck, Mercury and Aries, restlessness. Let's look at these energies real quick. Jupiter and Leo. I can't wait for Jupiter to come into Leo. I don't know why, but... Publicity. It says here, blowing one's own trumpet, the attraction of some kind of fame or attention, taking a leading role in a local activity, a prominent member of a church or similar organization. I like it. All right, and on the other side was Mercury and Aries. Let's look at the events there. All right, so research or detective work, competitive writing, work or discussions, taking up creative writings, a big argument, spontaneous communications, and contact with the media. So everything that I just spoke about. Okay. I like it. I do. I like it a lot. I'm seeing a heavy polarity of the 3rd and the 9th houses here. Heavy. 9th house is here twice. 3rd house is here 3 times. So heavy on the communication, the media. All right. Concentrating, research projects, that type of thing. 9th house, heavy on the spirituality, belief system as well. So I feel like whoever you're running into, this is going to be a spiritual union. All right. Someone that spiritually matches your energy. And I've seen the 1st house 3 times as well. It's the way that you present yourself out into the world. All right. And how you're going to run into this person, to this energy. How you're going to remain focused on a specific project. Something that sparks you up creatively. That type of thing. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, guys. I haven't pulled one from this deck in a while, so I'll do it. The Zodiac Moon reading cards. This one has the energy of the sun, the moon, and the eclipses in it, in all 12 signs. Alright, so let's see what I pull for this specific reading. Thanks for sticking in, Jay Clinton. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. It's one of my favorite decks, guys, but it's so big. Look how big. It's like my hands can't even. I know. Heavy on the purple on this deck too, crown chakra. All right, so eclipse in Aries. So collaborations right now. Boosting relationships through teamwork and compromising. I like it. All right, that's what that looks like. Give me 1 second, guys. Come in, baby. Yes.
Don't open the door like that.
I didn't mean to. I'm recording. What's up?
Do you have scissors?
I do. In that basket right there.
Oh, awesome.
You can try it on and come back in and show it to me.
I already tried the one. I just like that.
Oh, okay. They're right there. So eclipse in Aries and eclipse in, or no, sun in Capricorn and the eclipse in Aries is what I have here. All right, so collaboration and status. That's big for me, like on even career. All right. Working diligently towards your goals and boosting your relationship through teamwork and compromise. All right. A time of celebration and success with the sun in Leo. I like it. All right. So maybe there is a celebration that's going to come up. Let's read these two energies out real quick. Eclipse in Aries. It says, you are a spiritual being experiencing life in the physical earthly domain, learning life lessons, be led by your interest, and above all, love with all of your heart. This card can refer to a karmic connection, such as a soulmate or someone you feel drawn to, and signifies the time is ripe for a business or personal collaboration. You will feel fulfilled by expressing your true self and finding out more about your purpose in life. You may wish to follow the yellow brick road to complete a project you feel truly motivated by, express your latent talents, and learn new ways to get ahead. However, it's possible that you feel shy or unable to express yourself assertively. You may feel eclipsed by someone else. It's important at this time to see the other person's viewpoint, but also to be assertive. Avoid tempers and controlling behavior. Assert yourself lovingly and allow new ventures and relationships to enter your sphere. Relationships are the fast track to learning at this time, to seek to understand yourself and others if you feel the way is being blocked by them. Show compassion and understanding for those who are unable to understand you. Avoid being reactive, be proactive instead. Seek a balanced outlook to what is your path in life and what is another's path. Your path may intersect, but need only continue together if the relationship is healthy and mutually supportive. I love this deck. Changes in your relationships can be symptomatic of big picture turning points in your learning curve. So try to see relationships in the broader perspective of your personal development. So if you're on your path and you're holding yourself up by trying to attach yourself to someone else's path, then you guys are both on the wrong path. Let's just make it clear there, okay? So either you're collaborating together and or you're going different directions. And that may hurt, all right, for a lot of people to be able to accept that. All right, so let's look at the sun in Capricorn here because it was on the bottom of the deck. All right, let's see. Working diligently towards your goals. All right, so I like the steps on this one here. It says this is the card of ambition and status. Be optimistic and seek expert advice to attain your goals. Be practical and realistic, and at the same time build structures and firm foundations in life. A fresh direction, improved career prospects, or the opportunity to improve your status in general are taking shape. An authority figure or expert has a bearing on current circumstances. A father, employer, or partner, either in business or personal, will feature prominently in your circumstances. Considerations over a committed or work contract may consume your energy at this time. A new job or the chance to advance at your existing job or grow your own business could arise if you approach circumstances diligently and patiently. Pay attention to finances and business and work expectations and ensure that you are realistic, practical, and hardworking. Avoid agreeing to contracts or interpersonal agreements that will lead to a feeling of limitation or restriction. Try to avoid an agreement that could put you in a controlling environment. This is the ideal time to plant seeds that will provide security long in the future. Take the time to formulate long-term plans and work diligently towards your goals. If you find your circumstances are too limiting or controlling right now, it's important to find room to move. When you receive this card, you may be the one inclined to be controlling of your career, your environment, or even in a relationship. If so, it's important to take a step back and review your circumstances to ensure you are still wholly aligned with what and who really makes your heart beat. I love this. So everything that I just told you about the energy of Cancer opposing Capricorn and what we've been dealing with back from June full moon in Capricorn to this full moon that's coming up on the 21st as well is working towards your goals. All right. So boosting your relationships, allowing those people that no longer serve you to separate, even if it hurts. It's allowing everybody to collaborate with those they need to collaborate with in order to continue to move forward on their path to success. All right. Building their status. So let's look at this Sun and Leo energy, as this is what we're stepping into this month. All right, let's look back to, here we go. It says joy, a time of celebration and success. This can be a time of great joy and success in which you will attract upbeat people. Family and friends will prove to be helpful, and likewise you will help them, creating a network of support. Abundance in life will come your way if you believe that it will. Finances can improve. Believe in yourself and the fact that the universe supports you first of all, and all else will fall into place. Generate joy, optimism, and happiness, and this will become your reality. This card reminds you that you generate your own happiness. To make the most of your abilities, your self-esteem and your self-worth must be intact. This is the time to focus on your motivation, your own inner dynamo that is the generator of all that you do, of all your actions. Align your actions with your intentions. Be courageous and assertive. Believe that you can succeed. It's time to push yourself forward and the number one king or queen of the jungle. A fresh venture may ask that you take the initiative, act confidently, and are decisive. You have stood in the shadows for way too long, and it's time for you to assert yourself and express your inner wishes. You may feel motivated to begin a new enterprise, especially in association with your creativity, music, and or art. Children or a change in your personal circumstances will ask that you act confidently, but without ego or drama. A creative or a family circumstance will put the spotlight on you. Remember that pride comes before a fail. So when the spotlight is on you, assert yourself lovingly, not aggressively, and the joy you generate will come back to you tenfold. I love that energy, you guys. It's saying everything that is of significance right now, whether it pertains to the way that you're presenting yourself out here with this eclipse in Aries. We're still working with this energy. We just had a solar eclipse in Aries that happens to be for the next 6 months, right? That started back in April. We're only here in July. All right, the next eclipse that takes place is in September. So we're at that mid crossing point over with the eclipse in Aries, okay? We're looking at where we're moving towards by obviously the end of the year with the sun in Capricorn. What is your goal from now to the end of the year? All right, and where we currently are right now with the energy of the sun in Leo, where we need to find joy, happiness, contentment, peace in our lives when it comes to what we do creatively, how we express, how our family and our children are of significance, right? So these are all different areas in your chart that are of significance: the house of self, the house of career, and the house of happiness and love, right? So I love this deck. I just wanted to share that with you guys with the energy that was going to come out of there. Let me put these back real quick. All right, so let's see. Some crystal deck. All right, let me share a crystal with you guys before I get out of here. Let's see. All right, you guys, I got the sunstone. Of course, the sunstone would come out as I'm speaking about Leo's energy here. All right, so Venus stepping into Leo. obviously tomorrow, 12:19 p.m. Sunstone, freedom, breaking through obstacles, the power to overcome limitations, knowing that you can do it. The number 5 for me is heavy on the energy of change. All right, let's look at it. Sunstone. Let's read it out. The relationship message. It says, your past and your wounds do not have to keep you stuck in old patterns. You are free to end your current relationship, start a new one, or transform the partnership to be what you want it to be. While you can never control another person or determine every event or set of circumstances you will experience, you always have the freedom of choice. This includes the freedom to stop and reconnect with the conscious universe, drawing on the loving support and wisdom that can help you make the best choices for you. There are no limitations on love, no obstacles to receiving that which you hope to experience. Enjoy your freedom, knowing that you have a firm foundation in the love that the conscious universe has for you. Okay? So working with Sunstone helps us release our old emotions, be strong, and own our leadership qualities, which do not arise from a place of ego, but from a place of inspired leadership for the highest good of all. Sunstone teaches us to shine authentically and without fear. All right, so I hope this reading resonated with all of you. And I mean, moving forward, weigh your options, make your decisions properly. All right, don't choose to go down a path that's going to make you more happy. Don't stick to a person because you want to be attached to them. If you feel that you need to go down a different path to make you happy, then you're allowing this person to be able to do the same, and maybe down in the near future you guys can align again. All right, or maybe it was just meant to be for you to explore new things. Keep yourself in balance overall within the energy of your masculine and feminine within, and focus on self-love first, self-confidence, self-value, and move forward with confidence. That's what I have. I love you guys. I'm leaving the reading there. Bye.